This lesson is on special right triangles. The goal is to use the properties of 45 degree, 90 degree, and 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree triangles to solve problems. The standard is geometry, similarity, right triangles, trig, number 8. What you need to understand by the end of this lesson is that certain right triangles have properties that allow you to use shortcuts to determine side lengths without using the Pythagorean theorem. Those triangles we call 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90. You're going to learn a lot about those in the next couple lessons. So, do you have any idea what the properties of 45, 45, 90 and 30, 60, 90 degree triangles are? Wherever you are, put that number at the top of your notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and get ready to watch the rest of this video. All right, the first one we're going to look at are the 45, 45, 90 degree triangles. In those triangles, both legs are exactly the same. Those are isosceles triangles. In all cases, the length of the hypotenuse is always the square root of 2 times the length of the leg. So if you look at the example they gave us, the legs are both 5. The hypotenuse is 5 times the square root of 2. Here's the first problem. I'm given a 45, 45, 90 degree right triangle. The legs of this triangle are 3 yards. I'm asked to find n. N is the hypotenuse. The rule is very simple. I'm told to take the length of the leg times the square root of 2. So the answer in simplest radical form is 3 times the square root of 2. And if you were asked, it would be in yards. That is the length of the hypotenuse. This one, I'm given the hypotenuse. I need to find the leg. So, instead of multiplying by the square root of 2, I'm going to divide by the square root of 2. Now, you can put this in your calculators, but remember, you have to put it in as a fraction. You cannot put it in as a division problem or you'll get the wrong answer. So you would put it in as 7 rad 2 divided by the square root of 2. And when you do that, you're going to get 7. So the length of the leg, or the legs, of this right triangle would be 7 meters. Practice 1, you're asked to find F. Practice 2, find M. The ones that are just a little more difficult are the 30, 60, 90 right triangles. And there are 2 rules here. First, the one thing you need to look at is that it all hinges on the shorter leg, all right? So the shorter leg is the one that is across from the 30 degree angle. Remember we learned that earlier in the year that you find the smaller angle and the leg across from it is going to be your shorter leg. So you find that smaller angle, look across from it, find the smaller leg. To find the hypotenuse, all you do is multiply that by 2. Pretty simple. To find the longer leg, you take that shorter leg and multiply it by the square root of 3. Okay, again, no big deal. The big deal comes in when you need to find, you're given the hypotenuse and you need to find the longer leg. Every time you need to find the short leg, start where you are, find the short leg, and then find the other one. That's going to make your life a whole lot easier than trying to go from skipping that step of finding the shorter leg, and you're going to see what I mean in just a minute. All right, here's my first one. I'm given a 30, 60, 90 right triangle. They give me the hypotenuse, which is 4 rad 3, and they want me to find the short leg. How do I know it's the short leg? Because it's the one across from the 30-degree angle. Well, to find the hypotenuse, I take 2 times the short leg. So to find the short leg, I divide the hypotenuse by 2. So I take 4 times the square root of 3 divided by 2. So my short leg is 2 times the square root of 3 meters. Now again, you can put this in your calculator just like this, but remember to put it in as a fraction, not a division problem. Here's the next problem. I'm given the long leg. I know it's the long leg because it's across from the 60-degree angle. They want me to find the hypotenuse. I have to find the short leg before I can do that. So let's take a look at going from the long leg to the short leg. The long leg equals the square root of 3 times the short leg. So to find the short leg, I divide the long leg by the square root of 3. So I'm going to take 9 times the square root of 3 divided by the square root of 3, and I get 9. So now I know that my length of my short leg is 9. To find the hypotenuse, I'm told to take 2 times the short leg. So I take 9 times 2, and I get 18. So the length of the hypotenuse is 18 miles long. Your practice 3, find P. You're looking for the hypotenuse. Practice 4, find G. You're given the hypotenuse. You need the long leg. You need to find the short leg first. Practice 5, find A. And practice 6, find C. All right, where are you now before you start your assignment? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Write that at the bottom of your lesson. Hopefully you moved up some. If not, please go back and watch the video again. Make sure you check your practice answers with my answers to make sure that you got them right before you go do the assignment. Well, I don't know about perfect, but this is the ending.